Why is it not? This is very annoying. There we go. There's just a big lag. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any audio issues, if you can't hear or see properly. And I will try to respond as quickly as I can. Obviously, the camera is at an angle so I can draw, but then at the same time, I need to be able to see you guys chat so I can't respond to them. So I set everything up on my computer. I was having trouble doing it. I guess this is a sign that I have not live streamed in a long time. But yeah, my husband encouraged me to start streaming again. What I am drawing right now is something I've always been fascinated with, which is Japanese style homes, but specifically like the old style. I really think the roof tiles are beautiful. And right now I'm just doing like the outline, and then the color I'm gonna use acrylic paint later. I should probably pull up a reference because this is not like all from like my head. It's not 100% matched to a reference either. It's just kind of inspired by. If you Google like old Japanese house, some of the results are not even Japanese homes. I'm kind of surprised by that. Let's see. I need a good reference just to make sure the shape and stuff is right. I tried to screenshot the reference that I was working on last night, but I think I was a little tired and I didn't do that, so. Oh, this one works. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened to the one I clicked on? I guess. I just need a good reference. I think I'm going to try and use the one I just found. But I'm going to color all of this in with acrylic paint later. I just need some sort of a baseline. You know? Should we do like a little window or some wood in here? I don't know if I can make it even, but I feel like it needs a window and like maybe some like pillars, support pillars here. Let's see. Pull this down. I'm gonna paint over all of this, but oh, you guys can't 100% see. Let me move you guys a little. We'll go over here. This is where we're working. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. I feel like it's a tiny bit wonky, but I've been wanting to try to draw a Japanese style house for a long time. This is actually my dream house, like something like this, but like with a completely new interior. I'm just checking how I want the roof to lay. Okay. I'm just gonna do edges here. You not sharp? I think it's sharp enough. This is just roughly. But I want it to look like tiles all the way down. I made myself some tea because I feel like I could be here a while. These are not super satisfying to draw. For some reason, I like drawing the part that goes up a little more, but I definitely need them. So, I'm just gonna try and be patient. Don't tell me this is dull. I need to sharpen my pencil because it's not sharp enough. And I'm looking for a sharpener. Please tell me I have a sharpener. Guys, I don't know where I put my pencil sharpener. That's so frustrating. Oh, you know what? I think in my school bag, I might have a mechanical pencil. Here's hoping I have a mechanical pencil in my school bag. Usually, when I'm looking for a pencil now, when I go to Japanese language school, I use ink pen, although I probably shouldn't because I end up crossing out what I write sometimes. But I have a mechanical pencil! Yay! We're saved. We're saved. But the lines are now going to be a little bit more fine, so it might take longer, but maybe this is better. It kind of forces me to slow down. I'm trying to match the width and depth, but it feels different because of course the pencil is not the same size. But it's a pencil nonetheless. I'm not complaining. Because I want to be able to erase if I really, really mess up. But all of this is going to be painted over, so it's not like a mess up is like the end of the world. And this is just something I've wanted to do for a long time. Because I always see the traditional style houses in Japan, and I feel like they look like art. So I always wanted to try to draw or paint them. But it looked hard. That's the problem. It looked hard. So because it looked difficult, I decided not to even try. I know that sounds bad, but that's the truth, you know? I thought I would just passively admire the houses, but then I thought, you know, I can make time to try. And I just bought myself more acrylic paints, so I feel like I should put them to use. Maybe if you guys really like this sort of thing, I'll do it more often. Um, this was not necessarily the plan. But, you know, realistically speaking, being completely honest, um, this whole channel is supposed to be. Can you guys see? Let me know if you can't see. Because I can't always see what you can see. Oh, that's crazy. I can see the hearts on here, but okay. There we go. Now I can see the comments. How do you say your name? Gr Zagor? How do you say your name? Hello to you, though. Let me know if you can't see. Because I have the camera at an angle, I can see like the stream on here, but it's easier if I look at my computer. So if there's a lag in me seeing your comment after you posted your comment, my bad. That was not intentional. I just have to like literally look over. So anytime I'm drawing, I'm probably not reading. And anytime I'm reading, I'm probably not drawing. Are those lines too defined? I guess they just don't look exactly like the other ones. It's fine. I think I just gotta accept that it's probably not gonna be 100% perfect, but as long as I like it, that's the main thing. And hopefully you guys think it's fun to watch. Maybe kind of chill. I stopped and watched some other people's live streams over the weekend. And there's some genres in live streaming I did not know existed. I will say that. Like, I actually don't watch a lot of other people's streaming. I watch a lot of other people's YouTube channels, though. Like, if you have a YouTube channel and you, like, do something super interesting, especially travel related, I'll probably at least give it a try. But, like, live streaming, typically don't watch. Unless the person is saying something that I find, like, really interesting. There's a few people that I've come across on YouTube, especially when I was live streaming more, that I find really interesting. But I feel like more often than not, I don't watch live streaming as much as I watch YouTube. Like, there's so many different topics that I like. Right now, I'm following I like law stuff. I like legal stuff. So I'm following the Bricks and Minifigs versus Ben Schneider, aka Reckless Ben. If you guys have seen that, I've been following that case on YouTube and actually on Reddit. And I'm not really like a Reddit person, but I've been following it on Reddit too because I just think it's so interesting. But I'll also like watch people just sit down and talk about their life. Like recently, let me turn you guys. I found this YouTuber that was talking about how she got engaged to someone, and then right before they got married, he passed away, and how sad that was for her. And like, even though I've never had the same life experience, I could understand what it feels like, being really disappointed when life just 100% doesn't go the way you were hoping at all. And so I've been enjoying her content too. Let me know if you guys can't see, because I feel like that might be a little bit of thing. I'm trying to fix it, but like, if you can let me know when you can't see it, that'd help. So yeah, I watch a lot of other people's YouTube content. And then for TikTok, if any of you guys have come over from TikTok, hello and welcome. For TikTok, I watch other people's TikTok sometimes, but I find that TikTok tends to start to become the definition of doom scrolling after a few good TikToks. So I have that app paused on my phone. So I'll go on there and I'll upload, and then after that I will pause that app. I'm checking to see where we're at. Thank you for all the hearts. I really appreciate that. I kind of missed the pencil instead of the mechanical pencil, because the pencil was giving like really thick, rough marks, but this is like, I'm kind of having to layer it to try and get the same effect. But the plus side is I feel like I'm being more thoughtful a little bit. In the end of the day, like I said, I'm gonna paint over this. But I just wanted to try like outlining it first. Usually I don't outline first. I just go straight to painting. But what I find when I go straight to painting is that sometimes the idea feels like it's not fully formed because I just rush straight to the paints. And I think that's a skill thing. Because I've seen so many people like start from like absolutely zero and then yield great results, but I don't spend a ton of time on art, not nearly as much as I used to. So trying to move so you guys can see again. Yeah, there we go. So I feel like over the past couple months I've been spending more time. I started doing pastels. That's been fun. I was really intimidated to try using pastels because it's something I've never tried before. It's a medium I've never tried before. But then it feels like using crayons, kinda. So it's not as bad as I thought somehow. Like I felt like it's like a pros only sport using pastels, but I mean, I make it work. And I also think like maybe for art it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Uh-oh. You guys probably can't hear it, but I can hear my cat in the other room complaining. She's complaining, and I give her about 10 minutes until she's back in here. The other day, speaking of pastels, I was drawing hydrangeas with pastels. So I was using a lot of colors and stuff like that, and I was really focused on what I was doing. And I had left the, this is like an art book. This material is like basically like a canvas paper. I don't know how you would explain it in technical words. Somebody who's an art major help me out, but it's like a book that's made of canvas. So it's safe for watercolors, it's safe for pastels and acrylics. So I left my art book open and I turned around and my cat was laying in the middle of my hydrangeas. And the only problem with that is that she got bright pink, blue, purple, and green all over her leg. And so then I started Googling like how to get it off of her and like if it's safe. Like, do I need to take her to the vet as like an emergency trip? And apparently it's not super good for cats. If they lick it, it could probably give them an upset stomach. So I have like some cat wipes. So I used the cat wipes and wiped her off as much as I could. But the color didn't fully come off. So she had like a pastel leg for like a week afterwards. So now I've been being a lot more careful with leaving pastels lying around. I'm gonna check my reference again and see what I want to do. Oh, I like that. I wish I could easily show you guys the reference material and draw at the same time, but I can't easily do that. So let me pull this up a little bit. Can we shift upwards a little? I'm gonna try. Yeah, that's a little better. That is just a little better. This is the first time streaming with this setup, so I'm hoping if I keep doing this, it'll get better. I don't know why I made the line here, but it's a little distracting. It's probably once I start getting tired. Like I said, let me know if you guys cannot see, because I have to look at the computer to see the comments and the camera angle. So let me know if you need me to move the camera. I think I tend to be kind of an impatient person, so I'm doing this for fun, but I'm like, okay, I'm done with the roof tiles. I should probably not laugh when I do that. But I find myself doing that, like, even when editing content. Like, I'll be like, oh, well, this is the part I'm gonna fast forward and just speed through. And realistically speaking, it might have been useful for the overall story, but I start thinking about, like, watch time and blank space or B-roll or whatever. I don't know. I think maybe with YouTube, I'm gonna start taking things a little bit more slowly, and maybe more so in a way that I personally enjoy. Because I think once I start making more content, then I start thinking about, like, doing YouTube the right way. And I think that really start to make it less fun for me. And also, I've been busy and health problems, etc. You know, it's not all that, but that's been part of it. Oh, this part is like lumpy. This, uh-oh. It did not want to go on evenly at all. Yeah, the mechanical pencil definitely slows things down. But it's actually finally putting the mechanical pencil to use, because it's been riding around in my school bag for some time now. Because I never use it in class. I think part of the reason I don't use it in Japanese class, even though I probably could, probably should, is because I tend to, when I'm in a hurry, when I'm writing in a hurry, I tend to press heavily. And the fact that I press heavily doesn't really work well for a mechanical pencil. And sometimes we do, like, assignments in class. It's called dictation, where, like, the Japanese instructor will play us some audio in Japanese, and then we have to hurriedly write down everything that we heard. And if my pen could start smoking, it probably would. And I definitely would break a mechanical pencil doing that. It's perfect. Live to Survive, welcome. You teach survival skills? And then you said something about ego. I don't know why it cut off for me. Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe I can do it this way. Yeah, my computer is not playing ball. What kind of survival skills do you teach? Like surviving outdoors? Or just like life survival skills? Like learning to cope with difficult situations? Or maybe like how to do things for yourself? Like make your first bank account, or how to use a credit card correctly. I just shifted us a little bit. Oh, you said absolutely nothing is perfect, not even perfection. You know, that's a good point. There we go. Oh, the Lego fraud stuff is mad. Okay, so you are tracking on the whole bricks and minifigs thing. That is awesome. See, I knew some of y'all knew about it. I knew some of y'all knew about it. I've been following it and following a lot of legal commentary on it. Michael. No one is. No one can earn their way to heaven. That's not how it works. My cat is throwing a temper tantrum. She is not happy. She's really mad. Yep, I knew she was gonna come in here. What's up, girly? I knew you'd be in here in a second. She's so proud of herself. I just shifted again. Right. Hopefully you can see okay. Actually, I went to school for art, but ironically, art was my plan B or C or something. Because I originally wanted to focus on marketing and advertising. I mean, once I got past the phase of not knowing what I wanted to do that a lot of people go through. And one of my favorite classes in my marketing and advertising business coursework was business law. But I wanted to hurry up and get my degree finished, and the fastest program that I could complete was art. I think it's because I took all of my electives as art, so when I switched my major, I just did like art history, I did contemporary dance, because I did ballet for a year and a half, and I did gymnastics for 4 years, so I just skedaddled, shenaniganed my way through contemporary dance, which was an interesting experience because I was dancing with my school's dance team. Like the students that were dancing with me were on the team. I was like one of the only students not on the dance team, but like I said, I was shenaniganing my way through my degree because I wanted to hurry up and graduate. And then that was for my associate's degree, and then I ended up going back to school for my bachelor's degree, and that was in marketing and advertising. And then now I'm in school again. You would think I really like school for business administration, but I wanted to study law this time around. But my school doesn't have a law program. I think they have one, but like it's gonna be like online or something. And I absolutely can't stand taking college classes online at any level. Right now, because I'm trying to hurry up and graduate again, this is kind of a running theme for me. I'm taking summer classes, and both of them are online. And both of my instructors are nice, to be fair, but I prefer like being in class in person. I like to be able to talk to my classmates. I like to be able to talk to my teacher in person, raise my hand and ask questions. I like the shenanigans of meeting in person. Just like learning about other people is fun. Although sometimes it can be really annoying when you have like annoying classmates. I know that sounds mean, but like sometimes like you'll come to class and be like, bruh, really? Like last semester? I think it was last semester, one of the classmates reminded the instructor that we were supposed to have a test or an exam or like a presentation. It was a presentation. And that classmate was cool. Like I've got no like hard feelings against them, but I'm saying like that is the type of behavior that like in the moment I was just like, really, dude? Really? You couldn't ask about the weather. You couldn't ask about like their plans for the weekend. Like, what are you doing over the weekend? Like, you gonna do anything fun? Nope. You gotta remind them. You gotta remind them that we have a presentation. But I wasn't the only one in that situation. Like, pretty much everybody was like, come on. That's what you had to say? That's what you wanted to bring up. I'm thinking I can do something fancy here. So I'm going to try and copy my reference material a little bit. I also kind of hope I'm not mixing styles in a way that's like problematic, because I think some of these styles and shapes have meanings, like maybe like family crest or something like that. That's not even. See, this is why we're using the come on. This is another one where it's difficult to just wing it. There's a certain shape we're going for. So there should be lines here, maybe? Here. And here. And can you guys hear the cats in the background at this point? I don't know why they're announcing their presence. Maybe they're getting a little jelly. They also always know somehow when it's time for their food. So they might be wondering about when their food is coming. I feel like the shape that I just drew is too circular. So maybe I think maybe this is the one benefit of streaming as I'm drawing, because I can see how it looks. This part, it's almost supposed to be like more egg shape or something. This looks circular. Let's see. We're just gonna take you off, and I'm gonna draw like a slight egg, like a semi-egg, if I can. Semi-egg. Okay. And then, I think that's better. So now we're gonna erase. Do I need to erase the bottom of the egg, or can I like somehow blend it in? Oh, here's another one that's more close up. Yeah, I think I need to erase the egg. Gonna erase the egg. Hmm. I mean, this is going to be painted over. This is going to be painted over, but I don't want it to be completely the wrong shape or be like kind of like a bad reference point. This one has like a very definitive shape here, so we're gonna do that. Maybe there's some more examples I can pull from. Oh, this one's a lot more elaborate. I think that's good enough, because I think if I continue drawing on that, I'm gonna overdraw it. You like a center line, slight center line. And then I think to make the roof tiles look correct, can you guys still see? Let me know if you can't see anymore, please, and thank you. How many do I want? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be an exact number. See what I mean? Like, I was literally about to go to the reference piece and count. But the problem with going to the reference piece and counting exactly how many were used there is that it may not match what I have, because they're different. And like, I'm not one of those people like, have you ever seen those videos where like somebody gets shown an image one time and they have like photographic memory and they can draw like an entire city layout from their memory? I saw a video like that. This guy got shown like New York, the layout of like part of New York, maybe Manhattan or something, I don't know. he got shown like an aerial view, and he drew the whole thing from his memory. But yeah, I'm not, definitely not one of those people. I admire it though. That's a big skill to have. But not I. Um, I do want to make these roughly the same. So we've got one here, then there should be another one somewhere about here. No, it's too big. I'm not erasing it. So, and we'll do another one somewhere about here. One of these is not like the other. I don't think they're going to be exactly the same. I'm not counting them. I'm not going to do it. Why? One, because I really don't want to. To be completely honest. And two, because if I count them, then I'm going to fixate on it even more. And I don't want to do that. So it's just going to be roughly similar aesthetic looking, you know? Similar-ish. No, sir. That's my cat. Remove yourself from the closet. I typically would not mind my cats going in the closet, but that is like my work closet. So I actually have my desk and, more importantly, my equipment in that closet. So it's like my desk and my computer for like YouTube, like long YouTube videos. Y'all, let me tell you, I literally deleted and restarted a YouTube project, like, I want to say 4 times now. And all of those times, believe it or not, have been accidental. See, what had happened was, my editing software, I use Final Cut Pro, kept on saying that I didn't have enough space. And so I thought, I'm going to clear up space. And so I tried to delete some old files, but somehow the old files, even though they were like from over a week ago, were somehow attached to the project that I'm working on now. So it deleted the current project. And I kept on trying to fix the issue different ways. And it kept yielding the same results. And I was getting so frustrated. Anyone who's super good at Final Cut Pro would probably not have the same issue, but I was really getting frustrated. No. Yeah. No. This is not. Stay in a straight line. My dude. Close enough, I guess. Then let's do another one. Do we need something for like the rafters? So like, I would love to fix a house like this up. Like, I see like in rural Japan so many houses that are like this, that look like this, and it's like the vines have taken over. The vines have taken over the house, and there's birds making nests in it and stuff. And I feel like if it was just cleaned up a little and given a little love, it would be amazing, you know? And I see those houses and I'm just like, I could fix it up. But that would take more resources than I currently have to allocate to that. So for the moment, I'm just drawing and dreaming, you know? Maybe one day I can buy a house like this and fix it up. Because it just makes me sad to see, like, there's some that you can tell, like, someone really put their heart into crafting them. And the modern houses in Japan just don't have the same heart, in my opinion. It's just like a vibe thing, I think. Let's see if this line is right, because I just started feeling like a line goes here for the window, and I didn't just draw it straight across. Yay! We love when that works out. Absolutely. Michael, you are correct. So far, no arguments here. Okay. Okay, so we could do thirds. So we'll do this part. That didn't come out as straight as I want, but okay. And then we'll do this part. I'm just gonna try and bite that. And then we'll do the wood on the outside. I'm kind of relying on the reference for this. And then this one will do maybe some shutters on it. Although I don't understand why it would have shutters and the others wouldn't. I need another reference. Let me check another reference photo. Because I like the whole window thing. But the reference that I see has shutters on like one. And then no shutters on these ones. Which could be a thing, but I don't know if I like it. So let's look for more references. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking no shutters. You know, maybe I can put shutters on there if I feel like putting shutters on there in post-production. You know? Because the shutters don't have to be on there now. I can always paint them in later. But I do think some windows here would be nice. But I don't think this is completely, like, this side has less space than this side. So maybe I should widen this. This is like, the tiles are not lined up either. So it's like here, and I think to fix it, it would need to be here. So I'm gonna try that. I don't know why it stops there. Actually, the roof kind of seems like it goes on beyond that. So yeah, we're gonna take away this line and then extend it because I think it will look better that way. It's not exactly where I thought the line was gonna go, but I mean, kinda, right? I think it's a little better though. Yeah, I feel like we need some windows. I also feel like a balcony or something would have been nice, but I don't know. The balcony doesn't really quite vibe with this design. We'll figure it out as we go. But windows are in order. It's just where to put them. I don't know how I feel about putting them directly behind this. And if I put one here, it's going to be close to this. So then I don't want it to look off because this side doesn't have that. So now I'm looking for references to make a decision. Maybe I should just draw a different part first. But I really feel, oh, what if we did, but see, still not loving it. Okay, here's a house with a, you guys can't see it, so I'll just describe it. There is a house that I'm looking at as like a reference on Google, and it has the shape that's here, and it has windows behind it, but they they kind of look like slits. Maybe we could do something like that. Like they have a beam going across and then slits. But my only issue with that is that it doesn't quite match the aesthetic. Like I feel like if I tried to add all of that in, it would feel added. And not in a good way. You know? I'll tell you what. I feel like it needs windows. And worst case scenario, I can paint the windows over. So now, if I put, maybe if I put the window up here a little bit and align it with this post, then I can align the other window with the post too. Not the window already becoming wonky. Listen, I need you to cooperate. I need you to something like that. Oh, I think I know what it's called. I mean, I don't know if this quite goes, but I'm gonna just do it anyways. So let's see. How am I gonna do the top part? Yeah, we're gonna do this. we're gonna, how am I gonna make that scale? I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. No, 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 no. Stay. So let's do this. Do a circle. The paper that I'm drawing on is not totally even, so it's like it doesn't it doesn't want to do a circle, but we need it to be a circle. I want the window that's here to feel different and like, in a sense, special from this window. Even though they're both special, but I want it to have like a different feeling, you know? So we're gonna try to make it feel like it's its own thing. Circle. And then, so what I searched actually to find this window is a shoji window. And then I'm like loosely vibing with whatever style of window that I found. I can't say that I've actually seen this on a house recently, this style of window, but it kind of fits the aesthetic of this house. And I'm assuming, like, in the world in which this drawing lives, the house is like old. Like, yo, Ragas, long time no see. I kind of have a new setup, so I'm testing it out. I'm assuming the house is like maybe 100 and something years old. I'm doing okay. When you have finished that, planning to send it to me. Oh, you know what? We could do that. We could do that. We could do like a lottery on the channel and see who wins it. Providing that nobody minds. I don't know if you can see it here. Let me pivot. I don't know if you can see it yet. So the other day when I first started this, I tore the paper. This is very unwieldy. But yeah, I tore the paper. This is going away, but can I? Will it show? Yeah, let's see. There we go, almost. Yeah, right there, I tore the paper. So if nobody minds that the paper is torn, maybe we can do a lottery. But the paper is torn. Disclaimer. Leno, you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot. Maybe I'll have to do some research on your request. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying like that sounds like I would need to do some research on art and history to do it justice. So maybe that'll have to be another project. The window needs to be able to open. I'm trying to do a shoji style window. And so the opening of the window is supposed to be like kind of like that rice paper screen. Um this is coming from a pretty surface level knowledge of it, but and our house doesn't have shoji at all, which would have been a problem if we did, because we have the cats, and the cats yeah, I think it will last not very long with the two of them. This looks a little dark, I think, but I'm gonna have to paint it in white, so I think that's gonna be okay. I just need to have the reference in place. And also, I want to say this took substantially longer than I thought it would to draw in. So, you know, in theory, I was excited about adding a window that I was, you know, like, oh, this could fit. And now I'm like, oh no, I gotta draw more of these. And I already kind of committed to it. So there we go. That's our screen. The window opens from the inside. This is going to be white paper. And then I need to draw like the slats coming down. I don't know if they would be called slats. And then maybe make it dark on the inside. You tore the paper. I tortured. You know, I did both. When I started the project, I was so excited to start drawing that I don't know how to explain it. This paper that this whole project is on, it's art paper. Like, it's meant for acrylic and watercolor and all of that. And one of the things about it is it's as a block. Like, it comes as a block of paper. And then you're supposed to use like a knife or something to cut through it to separate each piece. But I was in a hurry, so I was just like close enough, and I started pulling, and then it started ripping. So, yeah. When I saw it, I was like, oh no. If I had just taken my time, if I had just gone a little more slowly, I feel like I can add that to my list of lessons in patience that I've learned recently, because I've got a list. This kind of looks big and scary here because I'm just drawing like a block in, but it's because these are going to be the slats, so I need to be able to distinguish them when I'm coloring, painting everything in. You know, after I do this, what I should do is my actual Japanese homework. I have several kanji characters to memorize. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you. We have a new setup, so I decided to test it out. When I was first setting up the stream, it was a little bit all over the place. I ended up stopping and starting it. I haven't done streaming in a while, guys. It's been a minute. But then once everything got situated, I'm like, yeah, this is, you know, we chilling. Back to the scheduled program, as per usual. You know what? Let's just bring back the pencil, because that's going to be faster. Also, I cannot see what you guys say right away to be fully transparent. So as I'm drawing, it's kind of hard to see what you're saying because the phone is angled down at the paper, so I can't see the chat on my phone. So I have to like actually stop drawing and look over at the computer. So if it takes me a second to see what you said, it's okay. I'm coming. I'm on my way. It's just taking me a second. That's all. I'm realizing that I tried to make this dark so it stands out, but by making it dark so it stands out, it doesn't really stand out that well because maybe I should not have colored this part in until later. I'm hoping I'll remember. Oh, you're going to tell your mom. Okay. Tell her I said hi. Okay. Okay, this kind of works, right? Like every so many like circly thingy, I can just do a slat. This is what happens when I think I have a good idea and then I realize like I have just made so much more work for myself. This is a lot more work. And I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna do this later and then forget what color everything is supposed to be. And then we're just gonna have like a blob here. Cause this part is meant to be white. And this part is meant to be black. Maybe I should put like a little... This is gonna be painted over, okay? Before anybody's like, no, don't do it. We're just gonna put B and W, because otherwise I just might forget. And I really want the shoji screen in there. That's the whole point of doing the style window. The question is, do I want to repeat this on this side as long as it took? And yeah, I don't know about that. What you guys think? Do we need 2 windows? Is this side looking window heavy? What if the neighbor walks up from this side and you can't see the neighbor? And you need to be like scoping what they're doing before they knock on the door. Okay, when she wakes up. In years. I don't know about in years. You know, that's the plan. But realistically speaking, I don't particularly like to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Realistically speaking, a lot of the streams might end up being like this one, where I'm streaming, but I'm like heavy doing something else at the same time. Because part of the reason I've not been streaming is twofold. There's 2 main reasons. Reason number 1, being busy. But some of the things that I'm busy doing, I could technically stream. But the problem is, I feel like, do you guys really want to see me streaming while I'm doing my homework and I'm just like typing away and it's taking me a long time to answer the chat? And I think I'm kind of like worried about that, but maybe we can be productive together. What do you think? It's 3 a.m. What? Is everyone okay? That sounds very scary. That actually sounds terrifying. Do you guys still have power despite the storm? Why is this site coming out wonky? Oh, thank you. Just build a window on the other side. Okay. I mean, we're trying, but the thing is, I feel like, you know, when windows used to be like when you're in elementary school or whatever, a window used to be like, I don't know if you can see this or not. A window used to be like this. And if you're feeling really fancy, you just draw like, oh, look, there's curtains. And that's the end. And then as I was drawing this, I was like, I can't just throw the boring old window with the curtains on there. I gotta, put some riz on it. It's gotta be a window. Like a window to impress all windows. And that's where the problem started. That's how we got here. Ah, oh well. And for all of the history and art history majors, I'm pretty sure this window, I mean, not pretty sure, but like I have some relative belief that this window may not be 100% historically accurate. However, it's a window made with love. And again, I didn't want this to be the window. So for those windows, for those reasons, please be kind to the window. Man. Okay. Sounds like we've reached a consensus. We're okay with the window where it is. So I'm trying to make it like the opposite, but I don't think there's any way to make it exactly. See, that's why the lines here and the trouble that I'm having with these windows is the reason I did not count these like little shapes on the roof tiles. I didn't count them because I knew once I counted them, then I'm gonna start thinking like why they're not exactly the same shape and they technically are not totally symmetrical, etc., etc. And yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make an executive decision to stop doing that. Because the more I try and make it perfect, the more it's not perfect. And then the more I get frustrated. So we're just gonna allow it, Man. Was it a tornado or was it like what kind of storm was it? I think it's fine if it's on this side. I'm overthinking it again. I really am overthinking it again. One of the styles of art I really admire is the people that like they can just draw like a shape and then they can draw like lines on it. I don't know how to do this, so don't judge me. But they can draw lines on it and make the lines look like shading somehow. You know what I mean? Like they can make the lines look like definition, you know? but there's no color in it. They just make the lines to outline things. Maybe I'll have to find some art like that. I'll have to, yeah, I ignore this. I'll try and find an example that's actually relevant. But I think it takes a lot of skill to be able to do that, to make like a simple black and white sketch feel like something really, really impactful. Please be straight lines. See, we're trying not to do too much thinking about it. And I actually am going to learn from my mistakes last time, and I'm not going to try and shade this in because I think it's actually more confusing than it is helpful. So we're just not going to. I'm just going to put the little note under it that it's supposed to be black on the inside. Because I think that's going to make the wood stand out more. So the wood can be like brown, like different shades of brown. And then the inside can be completely black. So we can see the shape and color of the wood. Yeah, this is coming out a lot better when it's just intuitive. But still, I'm kind of taking issue with, like, it just looks like one big thing, and this side needs to be white, maybe up until here, and then this side needs to be black on the inside. Okay, hold on. It just came out of nowhere. There wasn't wind there, it wasn't rain, no thunder, it's just the trees blowing down. There wasn't what? Was it predicted? Like, was there like a weather forecast that let everybody know in advance? Because that sounds incredibly scary. I would be petrified. I kind of feel like that about earthquakes too, because like I feel like earthquakes, like you can just be doing your daily life and then out of nowhere everything starts shaking. And it's not like you can outrun an earthquake. You just try to be in a safe space if you possibly can, but it's kind of something you can't 100%. I mean, no one really can predict them, so should I leave this alone? Hi, Loki. Oi! Can you fix your apple tree again? Or like it completely took the tree down? And I'm sorry about your tree. No, Loki. This one feels too big. Maybe I can. I don't know if that was a good idea either. But some of them feel too big. Loki is trying to get up here. But the problem with Loki getting up here is that I think if he gets up here, the first thing he's going to want to do is jump up here, specifically right here, and he's going to knock the whole thing down. Yeah, I saw a lot of people doing stuff like that. Like painting their skin. Some girls did handprints out here. We went and watched the fireworks. Yeah, some girls did handprints on their legs. I've seen people doing the glitter on their face and in their hair. Loki, you can't be up here because you're gonna knock the whole thing down. He will knock the whole thing down. I can promise you that. You, sir, are about to get kicked out. Do you have a cold? If you sneeze into my tea, I'm gonna be upset with you, though. His nose looks a little wet. I don't know if it's because the air conditioner is on, or if he's having, like, some allergies, or if he's having a cold. Are you having a cold? Your eyes look clear. Okay, when I'm done painting or drawing or whatever, I'm gonna clean up the dust in here, because we got some dust in here, just in case it's your allergies. Sophie says hi, but that still doesn't mean you can get up here. Nope, you've been banished. You've knocked over way too many things, so you've now lost the opportunity. That's what happens. Those are the consequences. Those are the consequences for your actions. He's sitting here looking at me like, no, let me. No, sir. No, 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 thank you. You got to accept the consequences of your behavior. I'm kind of mixing things. I feel like this part shouldn't be fully plain. Maybe I'll try it. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. Go sit down over there. Go sit down. Are you getting cold? Let me turn off the AC. See, when the whole live stream ends abruptly, everybody's gonna ask why, and I'm gonna blame it on you. Go sit down. No, thank you. Go sit down. I just need like a ooh. Okay, okay. I found a good reference. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I was hoping it could be um, restored. But everyone's safe. No one was hurt. Do you know if anyone was hurt? I'm gonna finish this part up here. And then I'm gonna sign off because I gotta clean up the dusticles in here. And do some other stuff. But I picked an elaborate-ish design, so I'm not rushing away. I'm just giving a heads up. Oh, that's crooked. Womp womp. Sometimes I can wing it better than others, and that's definitely crooked. Oh, that sounds so cute. I love that outfit idea. What did I wear? I'm trying to remember what I wore. Oh, I wore all blue, like mainly blue. Like I wore like they're like lounge pants, but they're like made like out of denim ish. And then I wore like a blue tank top and then like a blue blouse over it. And then I wore some Vans on the bottom. See, this is close, but I like this side. I don't like this side. So how do I make the second side look the same? One of these sides is not like the other. It's still not the same. Okay, one more try. I think it's up here. Maybe I need to change this one a little bit. They're just not wanting to be the same. I know I'd said I'm gonna stop with the lines and stuff, but I just want to see how far off I am. Because something is not right here. It's like this part is down too far. Maybe a little better. Still not totally perfect, but and then proceeds to make another line that's not straight at all. I'm using the bottom to kind of help me out here. I also think I kind of need to like not be too attached to the detail because when I paint it in, it's not gonna stay like that, you know. So just like a rough idea, because I have like a fine tipped brush, but not like where you're gonna be able to see like the tiny dots or whatever on there. I don't think. So the main thing is the idea, the shape, the context needs to be right, and then the rest of it is on vibes. I do want to see if I can figure out why I cannot manage the live from my computer, because my computer was giving me the hardest time ever, like when I started streaming, and I had to start and stop again, and I don't know why that is. Oh, there we go. If anybody, it's called the live control room. So next time, does this look like, I don't know if that looks like a V. So next time when I stream, I don't forget where the controls are, because I was like, why can I not see anybody's comments? Like, this is weird. This is not how it usually works. What's going on? And it was the live control room in studio. That sounds like fun. What game though? Lately it's been, for me, it's been Animal Crossing. But I feel like I'm kind of like stuck on my island because they want me to do like a bunch of decorating and stuff. Cause what's his face is supposed to come in and visit. They're supposed to do like a concert on the island. Roblox Dress Press, is that like a different? Oh, I mean, I need to eventually. I've been drawing for a little while. And also, I kind of need to use the bathroom, so I probably should get up and do that eventually. And I'm afraid to get up and use the bathroom because I'm pretty sure Loki will jump on my thing. I could kick him out, though. Actually, mentioning it made me realize that I probably should go now. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to kick Loki out. Come here, buddy. You're kicked out. Banished. I kind of trusted Moxie not to jump on my computer because she's laying down sleeping. You haven't seen me in like 50 years. Okay. Well, I will see you later. Thank you for stopping by. I probably should go soon. I'm gonna fill out the rest of this like wood at the top here so I don't lose track of what I was doing. And then my hands are still damp. And then sign off. I appreciate everybody who has joined the stream and hung out even for a little bit because I haven't streamed in a while. So then when I start again, sometimes it feels a little bit new, like trying to remember how to ride a bike. Like, yeah, I've figured it out before, but feels a little bit new all over again. So I appreciate everybody for being patient, basically. I also can't say that every time I stream will be art because I still gotta stick to the program. So I do need to do like other like actual task, you know. But maybe I can like stream while I'm doing homework occasionally. I don't know. I think you know like how they say like, oh, if someone wanted to they would. Have you guys seen the memes about that? And I feel like streaming is coming down to that. Like if I really, really want to, I need to just make time for it. That's what I need to do. So everyone can hang out. You know what? I could have put the lines in from the beginning because I kind of ultimately filled it out with lines. Yeah, because the bathroom's like right across the hallway. Oh, no. No. The food is like usually when we eat out is like over the weekend, like over the holiday weekend, like for 4th of July, we went and had sushi after watching the fireworks. speaking of food, there goes my cat. And yes, that's me drying my hands off on my pants too. If you guys can see that. I mean, I said I'm going to leave this alone, and I probably should. I probably should. Yeah, I honestly think this is a good stopping point. Because we have a lot of detail in here, and then I'm thinking maybe next time we're going to put like some sticks in. Basically like supporting beams. You know, I don't want to complain about the fireworks because I really feel grateful that we got to see the fireworks. But I felt like the show that we went on for too long. Like, I think like 15, 20 minutes is okay. 30 minutes is long. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to stop now. Let's stop while we're ahead. I don't want to keep drawing whilst I'm tired because I feel like then we're going to start having wonky lines all over. So, yeah, I don't know that I will work on this project next time that we stream, but I'm going to start trying to stream more often. Tentatively. No promises, but I'm really going to try. So, thank you everyone for being patient. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you everyone who subscribed. And I think I'll catch everyone later. Okay, catch up with you later. If you guys know the reference from that, you are awesome. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm going to try. I really, really am going to try. But I don't want to promise because then if it doesn't happen, then I'll be disappointed. And then you guys will be disappointed too. And then everyone will be disappointed. So tentatively, we're going to try. All right. See you later. Bye.